What's going on, friends? Emp here. Welcome back to another Emp Reacts. Today we are diving into a band that I have absolutely loved for quite a long time. We're checking out Jamie's Elsewhere, Alchemical. Now, not familiar with Jamie's Elsewhere, the lead vocalist, Aaron Pauley, is also the bass player and lead vocalist of the band Of Mice and Men. And with Aaron Pauley, they did this new EP that just came out, Alchemical. It came out 2 days ago of this video coming out. They had an EP called Paradise, which personally, it didn't scratch that Jamie's Elsewhere itch for me. And then, of course, 15 years ago, they came out with what I hold as one of the greatest albums of all time in my generation. They Said a Storm Was Coming. It was the only full-length album with Aaron Pauley. If you want to check any of those out, if you're a fan of his voice, if you're a fan of his style of singing and screaming, I definitely recommend to check anything off of They Said a Storm Was Coming. On YouTube, they had a couple other songs that were kind of floating around that were just kind of like demos. They're also really good as well. But this is the closing track off of the Alchemical EP. Now, I did hear their lead single off this one, Traveler, and it definitely got me excited for, you know, what could be coming with the rest of the EP. I haven't checked it out yet because I did want to do a video for you guys in case you are unfamiliar with the band Jamie's Elsewhere. But yeah, can't wait to dive into this today. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell in the description, all the links that you need. Sorry for the long intro. Let's get into this. Jamie's Elsewhere, Alchemical, here we go. Some record scratching.
To paint the picture for you. Speak and watch the oceans tremble deep within your bones.
But Jamie's Elsewhere is a whole vibe. Oh, I love that mid-range chorus. God, I love this band. Give me more of this! We got 1 minute and 20. Come on. This is the Jamie's Elsewhere I remember.
Changing when it's time to end and to begin. There's something in the water, alchemical, a place to shed my skin, a chance to fight again. There's something in the water, there's something in the water.
This gives me so much hope for the future of this band. Yeah, there's something in the water, all right. There's something in the water that makes me all excited about the fact that, my God, Jamie's Elsewhere is back. All right, that was Jamie's Elsewhere, Alchemical, off of the EP, Alchemical. I enjoyed this a lot. This definitely scratched the itch for me that I was talking about earlier that the Paradise EP really didn't do. And, you know, it's hard for, Aaron Pauley was the vocalist of the band back in 2010. A lot has changed in the music scene leading into 2025. You know, that's 15 years. So much has changed. And I understand they were trying to kind of update their sound. I feel like maybe, to me personally, it just kind of missed the mark a little bit. Where on this EP release, they were kind of like, okay, the people were giving us criticism on this. Maybe we should find a way to incorporate more of this. But also, you know, people want to hear the old Jamie's Elsewhere. You know, they said A Storm Was Coming. To me, like I said, is one of the best albums of my generation in this scene. And, you know, when Aaron left, of course, they had another vocalist in, another lyricist who wrote a different style than Aaron did. Wrote more of like personal, kind of the hard-hitting rager kind of tracks. You know, one thing I would love for this band to have is just consistency. You know, debut album, they had Chris Patterson as the vocalist. Second album, they had Aaron Pauley. Third album, they had, Justin Kyle. Good God. London Kyle was his, like, solo thing. And then now that they're back with Aaron, I would love to see them stick with this lineup that they currently have. This band will always hold a very, very, very special place in my heart as one of the first bands that kind of got me into this style of music. I can thank Victory Records for showing. Remember the old Victory Records DVDs that had all like the music videos on them and whatnot? Jamie's Elsewhere was one of the ones on there. It was the I Didn't Mean to Interrupt video, and it just I was pulled in ever since. But yeah, if you're interested in more of Aaron's work, like I said, they said A Storm Was Coming was a phenomenal album. If you want a more pretty melodic guy running falsetto, you want to check out Chris Patterson's guidebook for Sinner Turned Saints. And Rebel Revive, if you want some other Jamie's Elsewhere that's a little bit more personal lyrics, a little more kind of angsty, I guess is the word. But I've kept you guys for too long. Sorry. For stuff that I love, I will ramble all day about. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, thumb it up, subscribe, notification bell. In the description, link to this visualizer we checked out today for Alchemical. Really cool. I love the album cover for this. Really, really neat. My socials down there if you want to follow me outside of YouTube. Buy me a coffee, link is there. If you want to support the channel a little extra, never ask that you do. If you choose to do so, you have my thanks. If you would like a reaction of your choice. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves, each other, everyone around you. And we'll see you soon. Another Emp Reacts. Take care.